Hi everyone, this is Nick Souza from the Digital Arts Experience, and today I thought would be a good day to go over the concept of advantage versus disadvantage. At certain points in the game, you may encounter scenarios where you have something that is helping you do something, or you may have something that is hindering your ability to get something done. In which case, your dungeon master or a magic item or a certain part in the game will give you either advantage or disadvantage. Let's explore this with a story with Grumgrum. Let's say that Grumgrum is walking through a village and all of a sudden a bunch of stampeding bulls tear through town and threaten to turn our poor half-orc cleric into a bunch of half-orc pancakes. Now, obviously, Grumgrum does not wish to be turned into a breakfast food, so he decides to hoof it out of there as quickly as he can. So the Dungeon Master will likely say, hey, go ahead and give me an athletics check to see if you can outrun the bulls. So then I would simply just roll my dice as normal, and I would add +2 to the results. In this case, I rolled a 17 plus 2, which gives me a total of 19. So it's a pretty good chance I will outrun the bulls, unless there's something kind of magical about them. Now, let's paint the scenario in a different way. Let's say that Grumgrum is injured. Perhaps he got hurt in a previous adventure. He cannot run as efficiently. So in that case, the Dungeon Master may say, hey, you've got that leg injury. I need you to take disadvantage on the roll. So Grumgrum, instead of rolling one of the dice, he's actually going to roll 2. And what happens when you have disadvantage is you actually ignore the higher number and take the lower number. So I rolled a 19 and a 13 here. So that means I cannot use the 19. I have to use the 13 and add my athletics. So overall, that's going to give me a 15. Not as good as what we originally rolled, and we could have gotten higher, but we had disadvantage, so we took the lower number. But let's go ahead and paint the scenario in a different way again. Let's say that Grumgrum isn't injured, but he has a magic potion that allows him to, that gives him advantage on his athletics checks. It gives him a boost of athletic ability for a short period of time. So the bulls come charging in. The Dungeon Master says, okay, give me an athletics check, but you say, can I drink my potion first? And they will say, yes, you can. You pop the potion, and you drink it, and now you have advantage on the roll. So in that case, you're going to roll 2 d20s again, but this time you take the higher number. So let's see what happens. Ooh, luckily I had advantage on that because that's a 9 and 11. So not as high, but at least I don't take that lower number. So 11 plus 2 gives me the 13. So again, still doing pretty good. So there is a better chance for you to roll higher when you have advantage, and there's a better chance for you to roll lower when you have disadvantage. But you can also cancel each of them both out. Let me explain. So let's say, for example, that Grumgrum is injured. Again, he's got that leg injury, but he also has the potion. So again, bulls come charging in. Dungeon Master says, I got to give you disadvantage because you have the leg injury. But then you'll go, but sir and or madam, I happen to have this potion here, which gives me advantage on my athletics check. So you pop the potion, you drink it, now you have advantage. What happens here is if you have something that gives you disadvantage, but something gives you advantage, they just cancel each other out. So now it is just a straight athletics check. And this is what's really cool about this system, because you can get advantage from someone helping you with something, magic items. You might be able to get advantage based on your background at the discretion of your DM. You can also get disadvantage, maybe again because of your background. Maybe you're being grilled by a sergeant at arms, and he knows that you hang around with maybe not so some shady characters, or maybe that town that you didn't fulfill that quest for, the reputation precedes you a little bit. There's a lot of different ways that you can apply advantage or disadvantage, but they can go into regular ability checks, saving throws, skill checks. Basically, anytime you roll the die, also attack rolls, there is a possibility that you can get advantage or disadvantage and increase your chances. And now I have a cat yelling at me, so I'm going to go let him out of the room, and that's also going to end our talks for advantage or disadvantage. I'll see you guys next time.